Hello, 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 hello. Now you should know me by now. I'm always late. Wednesday's very hectic for me, as I'm sure I've told you before. You know, it's karate and just family stuff. But hey, I'm here. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I'll obviously go on a few minutes longer at the end, so don't worry. Thank you all for waiting. Helen says, what's with the ads? The ads have always been there, Helen. Got to pay for this stuff somehow. I just saw an ad for HostGator. What ad did you get? So yeah, I do monetize the streams. Hope that's okay with you. I'll probably earn at least 10 cents off that ad. Who knows? But you can skip it, or they're just 5-second ads anyway. Have you noticed that some YouTube videos have had 2 ads at the beginning recently? Wow. Anyway, let's do a few hellos. In case you didn't know, tonight I'm going to be reviewing some of your websites. Let's watch the microphone. So a number of you have sent me some websites over the last couple of days via email and via Facebook. So I've got a whole list to look at tonight. So that's great. So yeah, thanks for sharing. But yeah, let's do some hellos. Hello to Russell. I think you were the first one in tonight. Welcome. At 7:53, that is keen. And Helen as well at 7:54. You guys are here really early. Hello, Anthony, third one in. Well done. Hello, Stocks and Cash. I can review some sites that you put in the chat now if we've got time, but I'm going to start with the ones that were sent to me earlier. I think that's only fair. But if we get through them, and of course, if it's time at the end, I can have a look at yours as well if you put it into the chat. Just, yeah, remind me if you post it now and I forget about it later. If you email me now, I'll try and get it up, but we'll see. I've got about 10 or so, I think, in the list already, so that's going to take a little while. Hello, R7. Hello, Brad. Hello, the Furman. Hello, Zigmus. And hello to Steve Pro. I apologise, I was late, Steve. Hello, Martin. Hello, Stephanie. Hope you're wearing a t-shirt. And yeah, is that everyone that said something in the chat? If you want me to say hello, then you need to say hello in the chat to me, and I will. Hello, Gaz. I won't review your site if you don't want me to. I've been looking at your site quite a lot for the last couple of days, and everyone will get to see it tomorrow anyway, because I'm going to be publishing the video that I produced around the work I did on your site. And hello, Panagiotis. That's easy for me to say. I do apologise if I get anyone's name wrong. Hello, Sean. Hello, Neo. And hello, Louise. And hello, Dave. If I missed you, I do apologise. Say hello in the chat and I will try and say hello later. As Steve said, don't forget to like the video. That really does help me out. So if you like anything at any point, then just, yeah, click that like button. It really helps me out. So let's get started on some site reviews, shall we? I think that's a good thing to do, as that's what this stream is about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at your site. I'm going to share my screen and share it with the world, and then I'm just going to give you my opinion on, give you some tips and ideas on how maybe you can improve it. Simple as that. I will say, don't steal anyone's niche, because obviously the people that have sent their websites, yeah, we're going to be sharing them with the world. It's just not cool, and you're going to be entering the niche at, you know, at least in second place, because someone has already set up a site, and you don't even know if the niche is any good. So yeah, don't take anyone's niches. Do your own research, find your own niches or niches if you're in America. But saying that, I'm wondering how many pet type sites we're going to look at tonight. I'm just saying, you know, that's the niche that I used in my video, and I do get a lot of people sending me their sites and they're in the same niche, which is not really a good idea. I've talked about this before. Come up with your own niche, do your own research, choose something that's interesting to you and that you're passionate about, and you'll do much better with your affiliate site. Gaz is wearing his t-shirt. I'll just say that t-shirts are available. There's a link just there. I've changed the font on the text, by the way. Do you like it? Go to wpeagle.com, click on merch, order yourself one of these fine t-shirts and show your love for WP Eagle. But you don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah, you could be one of the 5 or 6 people that are lucky enough to own one. So hey, anyway, let's get on the computer. If I can use the technology today. Oh, wow. I nearly crashed then. I think I just need to close some software on this. It is an iMac Pro, but I didn't order enough memory. So it can sometimes struggle when I've got like 10 million things open. So I'm just going to close a few things so we don't get anything crashing while we're doing this, because that would be bad. And I've also updated to whatever this latest Mac OS is. So again, hopefully everything works with that too. Okay, so let's bring up my screen. Here we go. Whoa, that's a bit weird. Hang on. Is that better? Ooh. There we go. I think that's about right. You can all see what's going on with that. Yeah, perfect. So, where should we start? Let's start at the beginning, I think. The first site in my list tonight is from Edgar. I think he sent it in over Facebook. Let's fire it up. Ah, very nice. So we can see that it's all around professional barber clippers. That's a great niche. Well, I think it is. It sounds like it should be a good niche because it's very specific. And we can see that you're running the Flatsome theme, which, to be fair, I don't see that often. The Flatsome theme was a theme that I used quite a while back in one of my tutorials. I don't know if you remember. It was the Shop Power Tools site. That was the site that I created all around power tools. Not a particularly good niche because it wasn't specific enough, but hey, you live and you learn. So I really like the Flatsome design. I think, you know, any site that you build with Flatsome is going to look good, and yours does look good. One thing I'll say, catch my eye immediately, is that this image, which is a cool image, makes it difficult to read the text. Well, it's okay when you hover over it with the red, so it might be worth, I don't know, adding some sort of colour to it or something just to bring out the text. But other than that, it looks good. And here we've got some content, which is good. How to get 360 waves with short hair. Is it better to cut your hair wet or dry? I mean, these sound like great articles. They sound like the sort of thing that people are searching for. Let's have a look at this one. I'm just going to copy this. I just want to paste this in and have a quick look at it. In terms of, you know, is it good for the KGR, for example? So on this particular term, I can see that there's 20 people a month searching for it. So, oh, that's another site we'll be looking at in a second. I can see there's 20 people a month searching, so it shows that there are people searching for this kind of thing. I'm just trying to see if I can see your site. I mean, I guess that's a little bit optimistic that, you know, you've got some good ranking yet, because it can take, you know, 30 or so weeks to rank properly. But let's just do a little KGR calculation on this. So if I do an if I get the cursor at the beginning. In fact, I'm on the wrong search term. Let's go back here. All in title. You guys remember this, the KGR, yeah? So there's 9 results. And in fact, you come up really well if I do a search with all in title. So I think you've got a chance ranking with that, possibly. Just give it a bit of time. So the KGR would be, was it 20? I think it was 20. And then 9. So the calculation is 9 divided by 20. That gives us a KGR of 0.45, which is slightly over Doug's recommendation of 0.25. But I still think you've got a good chance. I think it's, you know, a good piece of content to do. And here you go. Let's have a look at your content. Looking good. I don't know how many words it is. I can't be able to count them right now, but it looks quite long. You've included a video, which is nice. I'm thinking it might do better with just a couple of images. This image looks a little bit too small for this space. I think you need a slightly bigger image there to fill space and make that look better. But generally, yeah, the content looks good. You've tagged it a lot. Now, I don't know if tags offer much benefit when it comes to SEO. They're good in terms of helping WordPress group similar content together. So if you're using kind of a recommended post sort of plugin, then the tags are good because it knows which content is related to each other. But yeah, that looks good. Let's have a look at your WooZone side of things. Clippers are looking good. I mean, the images are a little bit big maybe. I've got some videos on, they look fine here, it's just on that page. There's some videos on the channel I did a while back around getting the images looking a bit better on flat. So I mean, they're fine, there's nothing too terrible about it. It's just a little bit blurry. But the products look good. There's a lot of sale badges going on there. I don't know what's happening. You might want to turn off your WooZone, oh sorry, your WooCommerce sale badges, stop them kind of stacking up. The site looks good. You got this weird sidebar going on here, which is kind of pushing the content down a bit. That might need a little bit of adjusting. And you've got your disclaimer, perfect. You've got your terms and conditions, you've got your privacy policy. Let's just check there's something in there. Yeah, all looks good. So I think I've given you a couple of things to think about, but generally your site is looking good. You're adding plenty of content. I mean, you've got 8 pages worth of content here. So yeah, really good work. Edgar, are you in the chat? I don't think you are you? But if you see this, I would love to hear how your site is doing, if you're getting any traffic, if you're making any commission, because it looks like you're doing a lot of things right. I mean, you've added a bit of AdSense as well. That's fine. You haven't overdone it. Just, you know, a subtle ad up in the corner. Nothing wrong with that. It's just the same as YouTube. YouTube have an ad there as well, don't they? Nothing wrong with that. It's perfect. So yeah, good site. Well done. Great work. Keep working at it. Keep updating your products. Keep adding more content. Make a few little adjustments here and there, and you'll make the site look a bit better. Although, you know, it looks good, but you could make it look even better, I think. And oh yeah, look at this Instagram. I'm guessing that you're a barber. I'm just guessing that you're a barber. So you've chosen a niche that you're, you know, into, that you're passionate about, and that you can kind of talk about with some authority. So yeah, great work. Hope that's given you all stuff to think about. Now, while I'm doing this, it's quite difficult for me to look at the chat. I am trying to, so feel free to, you know, say something. And I will do my best to answer. Martin says, what's the font called on the screen? I guess you're talking about my font. It's called Brush Up. Brush Up? I can just double check that for you. Yeah, Brush Up. I think it's a free font. Go check it out. So on to the next one. On to the next site. Without much further ado. I can't spend longer than 5 or 6 minutes on each one because I want to get through as many as I possibly can. So the next one is now. Oh no, you're back to me again. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We just need to adjust this here. Then we're back. We're back. Let me just make that a little bit bigger. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. So here we go. This one is petvillage.org. You can now. I said how many pet sites are we going to see? This is the first one already. Don't copy other people's niches. I don't know if you, maybe you're into pets, which is fine. Maybe you were inspired by my video, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with doing pets as a niche, though my first comment would be it's too broad. Pets is too broad. Even dogs or cats are too broad. You want to get as specific as you can. So, you know, each one of these could possibly be its own website. You could do a whole affiliate site around dog beds or dog kennels. I'm sure you could, especially, you know, dog training. You certainly could. You know, I tried to focus mine around technology, which I thought was a bit of a niche, but, you know, in hindsight, it's probably too broad again. But anyway, that's fine. It's fine. So my first comment is there's a few tweaks you need to do here to get the site just looking a little bit better. We're running Kingdom theme, which is fine, and you can get Kingdom looking good. I mean, it maybe doesn't have the panache of Flotsam, which is a great looking theme, but you can get Kingdom looking better, and there's a few little things that you can do to do that. I know I don't have a login to any of these sites, and probably that's for the best, because me doing any kind of live stuff where I'm editing stuff, it never works. Ask Gaz, who you remember last week I was trying to get his site to run faster, and we were trying to log in and all sorts of things in it. Yeah, it was just not happening. So the first thing I would suggest, I'm going to do it just in Inspector. That's easy for me to say, just so we can get an idea of what it would look like were I to play around with it. I would get this logo and I would make it quite a bit smaller. So, it's 500 wide. That's far too wide. It should be like 250, maybe 300. That's really looking a bit better. This menu is fine, but you need to adjust the padding on the left and right, and I think you can do this within the customizer in Kingdom theme. I think you can. You don't have to do CSS. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think you can do it in the Kingdom theme, going to customizer, and you should maybe see like a little pencil or something over here. You click that, you can adjust the padding. We can see that it's on 29 left, 29 right, and it's pushed everything down onto 2 lines. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. So let's bring this down. I mean, let's put this down to 10. That's the left padding. Let's put the right padding at 10 as well. Okay, we're still struggling to get everything on the one line. So this probably needs reducing. Just change this to dog crates or dog cages, whichever is the best. I think crates is better. Cages just sounds horrible. That would give us a bit more room. I'm going to reduce the padding a little bit more, just see if we can. Now there's not enough padding, it's all jumbled together. So 10's about right, but you need to adjust the words or take something off the menu or regroup it and use sub menus maybe. You don't want your menu going onto 2 lines. It just does not look good. I'm just going to hide this one here. I don't know if I can. No, that's got rid of all of them. Never mind. You get the idea. It needs to go on to the one line. Maybe adjusting the font might help as well. There we go. That's too small. I would adjust the wording to get everything looking good. So I think that's already looking a bit better, don't you think? Next thing, I would add a slider, a Revolution slider. Get a nice stock image or something of some dogs or pets or whatever. I think I mentioned in the other stream a little while back that iStock is particularly good. Go to wpeagle.com/iStock. If you'd be so kind and use my affiliate link. Now just bear with me. My lava lamp is about to fall off the desk, and if it does, it's going to make a big noise and a big mess. So I'm going to try and adjust it without burning myself. It's not worked. It's fallen apart and it's burning me. Oh. Okay. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Oh, man, those things get hot. Whew. Anyway. Right, the other thing I would do, I'd say, is add a nice image. So yeah, you'd head over to iStock. I'd say go to this web address, wpeagle.com/iStock. I've yet to earn any commission. Oh, sorry, it's iStock Photo. wpeagle.com/iStock Photo. Yeah, I've yet to earn any affiliate commission on iStock yet, so I would love you to be the first person to use my link and sign up. You do a search for pets. If you're going to do pets, if you're going to do dogs, do a search for dogs. I mean, look at these images. You know, any of these would make a great slider image. Ah, look at those guinea pigs. Ah, the dog and the cat. It's lovely. Lovely image. Get a lovely slider going on. You want to hide the title. You can do that by editing the page, and you will find an option towards the bottom when you're editing to hide the title. So, you know, this thing here, we would we would just get rid of that, like that. Oh, no, I've done too much. That's not right. Anyway, you get the idea. Lose that, and then your site will start to look a lot better. I can see that you're probably still working on this site. If I'm honest, it's not finished, is it? The products are looking good. You need to add a blog. Well, you've obviously added a blog, but you need to start adding content. The content in your blog is what's going to get people to your site, and it's what's going to generate traffic, and it's what's going to generate commissions. The products will as well to a certain extent, and Boot Boutique is testimony to that, because I've not done any content on that for quite some time, and it still gets good traffic to the WooZone product pages. But if you want to really fly, you're going to need to work on your blog. You need to add a footer as well with your Amazon disclaimer, links to product categories or your favorite products, and that kind of stuff. So there's lots to do on this site to make it look amazing, and I'm sure it will when you're finished. Other than that, the site seems to be running reasonably fast, which is a good thing. And yeah, you've added some good products. So yeah, you're getting there. Just a few tweaks and it will be really, really good. Right, on to the next one. Some suggestions actually on this one is just remove the word dog, but again, you know, if you're going to do other pets, then it needs to be out. And if you are just going to do dogs, then maybe Pet Village is not the right name for the site. Lots to think about on that one. Okay, so the next one is from Shalosky Brown, and this is the site. It's cartoonclassicgear.com. I'll tell you what, let me hide that text because that's getting in the way a little bit, isn't it? There we go. So another Kingdom site. Now this one is already looking better. The logo is the right kind of size. You don't want a massive big logo at the top. You know, this is perfect kind of size. The menu is nice. It's not on two lines. I'd probably work on the slider a little bit more. Maybe use the slider to link through to content rather than just kind of random product photos. I mean, it's fine for now, but they don't fit the slider properly, and I just think sometimes it's better to manually do the slider, but you know, it's fine, whatever. You've got some nice products here and they look good. Got it in 3 columns, you know, you could probably get away with 4 if you wanted. But loads and loads of products, possibly too many on the home page, but that's fine. You know what I'm going to say, there's no content, there's no blog. And that's going to be a problem. I like the logos, they're looking good. Do they link through to anywhere? I'm just clicking on them. Okay, I mean, other than that, you know, it looks good. You're getting there. The styling is fine. It's looking really nice. You need to add a footer. You need to add a blog. You need to add some blog content. And I'd sort out the slider, get it looking good. Use some great imagery. I mean, with this kind of cartoon stuff, you can find some great images. But just be careful, obviously, regarding licensing and copyright and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, if you're careful, you'll be fine. Right, the next one was sent in by Simon Lambert. The site is not working because there's a bit missing off it. Hang on. Site is this one, boobeam.com. So this one is running Rehub by the look of it, and it's all around smart home technology, which is a niche, but I'm guessing it's quite a competitive niche, if I'm honest. But hey, you never know, might be all right. You got some product reviews, which is good. Let's have a look at one of them. You got your disclaimers and you got your footer. So yeah, it's looking good. Looks like you still do with a few little bit of work here and there just to get it looking a little bit tidier, but other than that, looks fine. So you got Hive Active Smarts. You got the new Hive Active Heating Smart Thermostat. That's easy for me to say again. Thermostat 2nd generation. Now this is a review. Is it a review? Looks like a sort of review. Yeah, it is a review. So you probably want to call it review. Just in my opinion, that's what people are going to be searching for. They're going to be searching for the Hive Active Heating Smart Thermostat and then review. So if you want to rank for those kind of searches, you need to add the word review somewhere. I'm just looking in your page title, and there is no mention of review. So yeah, I'd recommend doing that. Your review is probably not long enough. Looking at it, there's not enough text. But the layout and everything is very nice. You're making a good use of the Rehub theme. Let me have a look at a few other pages. So this is the Smart Home Hubs. You've done some more reviews, which is good. And again, I think, yeah, you need to add the word review to that just so people know exactly what it is. This one's nice, got a video, and then you've obviously got all your affiliate links there so people can price compare. Looks good. Looks really good. I think you're obviously going to need a lot more content. And just, you know, be really specific with what you're writing about. If it's a review, add the word review. If it's a guide, add guide. If it's, you know, people searching for what is the best smart thermostat, then do your keyword research and make sure that you include those keywords in your articles. I don't think your articles are quite long enough. If I'm honest, you're probably going to need to make them maybe twice as long. But yeah, nice site. It's got good potential. Keep working on it. So yeah, that one was from Simon. Shay says, what is the logo slider at the bottom? That was on the last site. That is part of Kingdom. It's built in. You can, I'm sure I cover it in one of my videos. Okay, next site is harryspantry.com, sent in by Harry Patel. Oh, it's another Flatsome site. I think I need to do another video on Flatsome. Seems like a very popular theme. And my one is quite old now. So, a lot of pop-ups hit me then. And in my opinion, I don't think you should hit someone with a pop-up as soon as they land. I mean, I don't know anything about your site. I don't know, you know, whether I like it, whether I don't like it. So to ask me to join your mailing list before I even know you is probably a little bit too quick, a little bit too soon. I'd give a delay on that, maybe wait for 3 or 4 page clicks or a bit of time to pass before you put the pop-up up. And then for some reason, yeah, there's another pop-up. You don't need the 2. There's something going on there. You maybe got 2 plugins running or something like that. Just the one. I think the first one looked better than this one, actually, so I'll stick with that one. So, Harry's Pantry, I wonder what the niche is. There's no indication in the page title. That can probably be adjusted there because, you know, you want to include some keywords in your homepage page title that reflect what your website is about. Home is not a good indication of what this website is about. You can adjust those with Yoast SEO, very easy to do. So I'm guessing it's about dieting or recipes, or I don't know. It seems quite broad. If it's just about food and stuff, then that is probably a bit broad. But you've got quite a bit on dieting, so maybe it's about dieting. So we've got the paleo diet for athletes. Have you done keyword research and stuff on these things? I mean, it sounds like something that people would be searching for. Let's have a quick look. I mean, I'm going to do a quick Google search for this, see what we find. Okay, so there's a book of the same name. There's 70 people a month searching for it. Let's see what the competition's like. I'm going to do a little bit of Doug KGR style here. So we've got 70 searches. Oh, and we've got like 5,000. That's, you're going to struggle to rank for that. So I think you need to maybe check out the keyword golden ratio playlist that you'll find on the channel. It's 10 videos made by me and Doug Cunnington, who's an expert on the keyword golden ratio. Because this is a nice article by the look of it. You know, you probably could do with it being a little bit longer, but it looks like a good article and with a few more images. But I think you're going to struggle to kind of rank for these kind of terms because there's quite a lot of competition and there's not that many searches anyway, so maybe it's not worth it. So I think you need to think about your keyword research. Well done for creating some posts. Although, oh yeah, here we go. Oh, so you're focusing around different diets. I see where you're going with this. But that could be really broad. That could be too broad. You know, you could have one site just around the Atkins diet. I'd have thought that might be, you know, a bit more specific niche. But hey, you never know. Yeah, you've got quite a bit of content. Well, 3 posts for this one. And to be honest, they don't look very like they're not long enough. And again, this is it's far too broad, I think, in terms of are you going to rank for this kind of keyword? I doubt it. There's only 10 a month searching for it according to keywords everywhere, whatever it's called. That's what it's called, isn't it? Keywords everywhere. I'm just going to do another all-in title, but I think, yeah, these are going to be far too broad. 118, yeah, it's not going to work. Unless you get really lucky. But you're up against these kind of, you know, authority sites, diabetes.co.uk, atkins.com, newspapers, that kind of stuff. Well, it's not like this. Look at this one that I've just seen over. Can Atkins diet cause diabetes? 10 a month. But let's have a look at the all-in title. So again, if you're not familiar with what I'm doing here, do check out the keyword golden ratio videos. 6 results. So let me just do my little maths on that. It's 0.6, a little bit too high on the KGR scale, as it were, but you've got more chance with going for these kind of longer searches. So yeah, my advice for you on this site, it's a lovely site, by the way. It looks great. I think your niche has got potential, if it may be too broad. And yeah, do a little bit more research on your posts and try and get a little bit more specific. The other thing, oh, here's your shop. I see. Okay, the shop's kind of tucked away, which is fine. You know, sometimes you don't want to shove products down people's in people's faces. You know, they're fine. And these look nice. You see your images look really nice in Flatsum. On the last site, on the last Flatsum site, they're a bit blurry. Well done, good site. Maybe think about your content a little bit more. Do some more research and go for some, write some more content. Make sure it's longer and make sure that it's, you know, targeting some keywords that you've got a chance of actually ranking for. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm going to get through all of these sites tonight. I tell you what I might do is I'll carry on again next week because I want to give everyone a good bit of time. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's see how many more we can do. The next one was sent in by Sue. And here it is. It's the Special Needs Shopping Network. Now, what is this theme? It looks familiar to me. It is Flatsum again, isn't it? It's Flatsum. Just looking slightly different. Let me just double check. Oh no, it's not. It's high end. It's a theme that I'm not familiar with. I mean, fair enough. You can use whichever theme you like. You don't have to use any of the themes that I recommend. You can use any WooCommerce compatible theme and you should be fine. Edgar, I see that you joined us in the chat. Hello. We just looked at your site. You can obviously rewind and take a look at that. I was going to ask, your site looked really good. Your barber clippers one. Can you answer a couple of questions in the chat right now? So, first off, are you a barber? I'm guessing yes. And 2, how well is your site doing? Because it looks really good. Are you making any money? Are you getting any traffic? That kind of stuff. I think we'd all be interested to hear that. So, this site looks nice. looks professional. Nice slider. You know, Revolution slider, whatever. You got your disclaimer right there. I mean, maybe that's a little bit up front, but you know, that's fine, whatever. Normally the footer is adequate. You've got some blog posts and you've got some products. I'll have a quick look at a product, why not? I'm not quite sure why that opened in a new tab. Probably don't need to do that if you're still going to keep someone on your site. And it looks like you've disabled the shopping cart, which is fine. I mean, what I'm interested in more than anything is the blog. You know, I'm always interested in the blog. So again, looking at these blog posts, I mean, they look interesting and they look good. Let's have a look at how many words you've got. But I'm not sure whether you've done your keyword research. And I'm not sure if they're long enough. So again, looking at, it's very similar to the last site, Harry's Pantry, that I just looked at. You really need to do your keyword research and write articles around topics and subjects that you've got a chance of ranking for. Of course, you can write them around whatever you like, but if you don't match them up with what people are actually looking for and have a good idea of the competition, it is going to be difficult to get ranking on Google and get some good traffic in. Grant says, anyone have any idea on the kind of Amazon plugin these sites use? They all use WooZone, most of them, or WZone. You'll find loads of videos on my channel about that particular plugin. We kind of love it and hate it, as WP Eaglers do. We have our ups and downs with it. But, you know, it treats us well if we do it right. So, again, I think you're going to need to do a little bit more research on the keywords and try and go for stuff that you got a chance of ranking for. But other than that, I think it's a really nice site. This article's kind of longer. When you're writing articles, you want to keep them, you know, about 1,500, 2,000 words, that kind of thing. Or longer. The longer, the better. Okay, let's move on to Bob's site. This is from Bob R7 Eagle, who I did see in the chat. I think he's still there, probably. There he is. So this is wokowner.com. That's a great domain name, by the way. Good find. It's using the X theme. I can see that just by looking at it, which is a good theme. It's a theme that I use for wpeagle.com. I've talked about it a number of times. And I know that Bob is still working on this and he's still got quite a bit to do, but he's starting to put together. It's looking good. It's just a simple sort of blog site. I don't think it's running WooZone or anything like that. He's just purely going to be creating content and including links within the content. So, I mean, again, these look like great articles. Looks like you've done your research. I know I know that Bob watches Doug, and he also watches Income School, and he watches a lot of the other guys on YouTube that give out great advice on affiliate marketing and on niche sites, whatever. And I bet, you know, if I run this through the KGI, it will have a perfect score. Oh, Google thinks I'm up to something unusual. That's a bit strange. I guess I am being a bit unusual. Well, there's none a month, but maybe it's better on in the US, which is where I'm sure where Bob has been doing his research. But yeah, good articles, good long titles. That generally means that you're going to rank well because they're very specific. They're answering a specific question. It's unlikely that there's many other sites that are answering this particular question. And you know, there's plenty of content here. They're not too short. Then we've got images, and I don't actually see any affiliate links in the content, which, I mean, I know you're not supposed to overdo it with affiliate links, but you need to kind of stick them in somewhere. Let's take a look at the buyer's guides. I mean, look at this. You can talk about woks all day. Oh, there we go. There's an affiliate link there. That's fine. Yeah. R7 Eagle says, good looking guy. You got to agree, haven't you? So, you know, I talk to Bob quite a lot. And it's a good site, Bob. You know that, and just keep creating your content. Keep watching myself and Doug and Income School, and I think you'll be just fine. And you know, great niche because it's so specific and so special. You know, I don't think there can be many other wok sites, and great domain name. So yeah, good work. There's another site that I'm familiar with. It was from Erwin, and it's your Okinawa, which is a place near Japan, isn't it? Again, it's running Kingdom. Now, it seems to be running a little bit slowly. Now, when I was doing some work on Gaz's site, I noticed that WooZone can bloat your WordPress database. So I've kind of reached out to AA team, and hopefully they're going to reach back to me and open a bit of a conversation about this. But yeah, this is taking far too long to load. I don't know if it's your images are too big. The hosting could be a problem. If you're with HostGator, then raise it with them. Change your PHP to version 7 or above. You can do that within your hosting control panel. But yeah, this site is not loading quick enough, and that could be a problem. It looks like you've got too many products here in the columns as well. The text is being cut off and they're kind of sitting to the side. I've reduced the number of columns you've got in these kind of slider things. The logo is a little bit too big for me. That's just my personal opinion, but I think it would be better if it was like that. This is on 2 lines, which is one of my real bugbears. So again, you want to reduce this padding a little bit down to 10 probably. Ah, look at that, already looks better. A few little tweaks here and there, and you can just turn your site from looking a bit to, ooh, that looks nice. And yeah, you need to work on that slider. I don't know what's going on there. The images aren't loading. It's being slow. It could be because you've put some really big file sizes into the slider, which could be causing a problem. So I'd sort all that out, get the site running a bit faster. But let's have a look at the content you've been adding. Obviously, you've added loads of products, which is fine. And you're adding some content. And you've got 4 posts so far, so you need to add some more. And again, the same thing that I've been saying all night is I don't know if people are searching. I mean, it's a great kind of catchy headline. Bruce Lee said it, then the world said it. Don't think, feel. You know, it's kind of interesting. It makes me want to read the article, but it's not going to be what people are searching for. So, you know, keyword research. Someone has mentioned answer the public in the chat. That's a great place to do some keyword research. But again, check out the playlist in my channel or on Doug's channel. It's on both. 10 videos all around the keyword golden ratio, doing keyword research, different keyword research tools. You know, if you get the keyword research right, then the rest is a lot easier because you'll have some great ideas for articles. You'll know that people are searching for the stuff you're writing about, and you also know in terms of competition on Google whether you've got a chance of actually ranking. Mika says that I'm actually editing the site. I'm not actually. I'm just using the inspector, so you can see it's gone back to as it was. I don't have any logins or anything at the moment for the sites, and I'm not gonna. I don't have the time in tonight's stream to do any kind of work on the fly. I mean, maybe that's an idea for another stream. You know, I could take a site like this and fix it up in half an hour and see if we can get it looking any better. Okay, let's go on to Stephanie's site. Stephanie with WP Eagle regular and t-shirt wearer. So I love this site. It's very specific in terms of the niche. It's about giant schnauzers, which is a type of dog, I believe. It's got lovely pictures of cute puppies. The theme is pet care, so it's a pet focused theme. I mean, it's got some great images. Love these sliders. You got your, is that the Instagram or something there? Yeah, Instagram coming in there. You've got some content. We're talking about dog crates again. But again, did you do your keyword research and things on this, Stephanie? Because I'm thinking that something like dog crates for giant schnauzer would probably be more along the lines of what you kind of need to do. So it's not showing any volume, but that wouldn't put me off. I would still write this article. Maybe dog crates even. Still 0. I'd also come into Google and, you know, just start seeing what's coming up. Giant schnauzer guard dog, puppies, size. You do an article there about the size of them. That'd be interesting. I'd even go as far as coming back up here and doing a little search for like best. Oi, look at all these keyword ideas. Best food for giant schnauzer, best brush, best dog food, dry dog food, puppy food, shampoo, diet, age to neuter. Ooh, poor dog. Best toys. These all look like great article ideas, and if we kind of, I mean, they're not showing much keyword volume, but because they're coming up in Google, that would, you know, let me go back. That would imply that people are searching best giant schnauzer names. Wow. I mean, there's 10 article ideas. Best clippers. I mean, yeah, I say keywords everywhere is given a 0 volume, but I wouldn't worry about that. I would just create some of this content, and I'd be pretty confident that I might get some ranking on some of these. Bearing in mind, I'm searching on Google UK, so your results may be slightly different if you're in the US, but gives you an idea. Looking at in terms of the all entitled, did I get that right? There is no other articles on the best clippers for giant schnauzers, so there is opportunity right there. So yeah, I love the site, Stephanie. I've seen it before, and you're doing some really good work. Keep going. It's all going to come down to the content that you create. You're in a very specific niche, so I think you could do really well with this particular site. Okay, but I'm going to go for another 10 or 15 minutes. So let's get on to another site. The next one is, hey, we've done this one. Policehumour.co.uk. So this is a UK site. I mean, at first view, it sounds like a good niche. I can't imagine there's many police humour websites going on. So, in fact, I mean, let me just do a quick search. Are you coming up? 140 a month. I don't see you yet, but I think you keep working on a site, you could get some good ranking. So first off, I don't know, you need to probably add an image here. It's a little bit too much white for me, but hey. I don't know what this JSE coin is. It sounds like a dodgy crypto scam, but maybe it's not. I don't know what that is. You're using storefront theme. I can see that. You've got some good products. Need to add a couple more bestsellers. You got the footer going on. That's fine. Let's have a look what you've got in the blog. I mean, these posts look interesting. Cool cop vines. But again, I don't think you've done your keyword research, and you know, just posting a video is fine, but it doesn't really constitute any proper content in terms of you getting ranked. So, you know, it might be people searching for, you know, funny police memes. 110 volume there. It's just, I'm going to do a keyword. I'm doing a lot of KGR. Although income schools say that KGR is a waste of time, I think it's worthwhile doing because it does give you an indication of competition. 300 yeah, that might be tricky, that one. Funny police t-shirts, 20 a month. So I think there's possibly opportunity there for you to put a post together, import some police t-shirts. Let me just do a quick all-in title. So I think we're getting a bit of a theme tonight in terms of one of the biggest things that you guys can do to rank better and get more traffic. There are 2 results there, perfect. That would give you a KGR of, I'm just doing maths, 0.1, that'd be perfect. That should be the article that should be top of your list. Funny police t-shirts. Create blog post, write about 20 t-shirts, 10 t-shirts, however many you can find, and then link through to these t-shirts that you've got here. Now I can see that a number of you have been posting stuff in the chat. I'm not going to get to any of you in the chat. I've still got a few more on my list here that I want to do before then. So what I suggest is, if you want me to review your site next week, I'm going to do the same thing next week because it seems to be popular. If you want me to do the same next week, then email me at eagle@wpeagle.com. Or yeah, just do that. That'd be the best way, and I will try and feature you in next week's stream. I'll obviously remind you before then, of course. Put some funny memes up to remind you or something on Facebook. So yeah, I think, you know, content is good. Other than that, it's a nice site. You making any money? Because these kind of sites do okay. I mean, like my beer shirts brings in money every month now, but it's only enough to buy some beer, to be fair. But again, I haven't done any content, so I think you've got a good domain name. I think you're in a good niche. Just think you need some better better content. Okay, next one. Oh, sorry, that was from Carl Smith, that one. So this one is shockedandawesome.com, which is a great domain name, sent in by Brad Stringer. And this is a viral site running Bimba. Of course it's running Bimba. So a while back I created a video on how to create a viral site. And this obviously is a video, or sorry, is a site that's been created. It looks good. I mean, it looks like it needs a little bit of tidying up. I don't know. It could just be the content you're adding. I mean, it's a viral site, but what's it about? Is it about horror? I guess it is. And yeah, you've added a load of YouTube videos and stuff, which is fine. But the same as the other affiliate sites, a viral site does need good content, and you need to do good keyword research, and you need to just, you know, rather than just posting videos, you need to put stuff together. So it could be, top of my head, the 20 most scary scenes from a horror movie. Again, I'm just top of my head. You need to do some research, find out, you know, what content's out there, where there's an opportunity for you to create content and, you know, get some ranking, because there isn't much other content doing the same thing. And with viral stuff, it's all about the headline. So, you know, clickbait, that's a word that springs to mind. You want a catchy headline and you want some great content. And it's fine to use clips and stuff from YouTube, but you want to pull them all together in a coherent post, if that makes sense. So it could be the goriest scenes from a slasher movie, or from our 10 slasher movies you've never even heard of. You know, I don't know. I'll do some research. I could probably find you some, but hopefully that gives you some ideas. You'll struggle to have a successful viral site if you just post YouTube videos and nothing else. And now this has popped up. I don't know what that is. So you need to take a look at that as well. Next one was sent in by Justine. Here it is. It's littlehumptydumpty.com. It's a great little domain name you got there. So this theme is one that I don't know. It's Ocean WP, a free theme, perfect. It uses the Elementor page builder plugin. And first thing I'd say again is your page title needs adjusting. Just having home and the name of the site is not good enough. You want to include some keywords or just a little line about what the site's about. The other thing is you're not running SSL. So most hosts now provide a free SSL. If they don't, then you can still get one with Cloudflare. There's many videos on my channel about SSL. So yeah, do get your SSL installed. It will help you rank on Google. Now, it looks like your niche is just kind of kids stuff, which I think is a little bit too broad. If you think of some of the other sites we've seen tonight, like the barber clippers, like Bob's Wok site, they're very specific niches. Just doing kid stuff is a bit broad. I can see that you've added some articles. You've got 3 on there so far. You're going to need to add quite a few more in order to get some momentum behind the site. Let's see if I can click through. Panagiotis has said, which is the correct all in title? Do you use the speech marks? Oh, that's a good question actually. Have I been using the speech? Do you use the speech marks? I use the speech marks. Does it make any difference? Let's have a look. Bob is saying that you don't use the speech marks. That's 123. Does it make any difference if I use the 120? Oh. They both work and they both give slightly different results. That's strange. Don't know. Yeah, everyone is saying don't use the quotes. I don't know why I was putting the quotes in. It seems to work both ways, but you do get slightly different results. So I will go with the experts. Doug says no, so then no. Is Doug here tonight? He's not here, is he? Yeah. Okay, you don't need speech marks. I mean, they do affect your general Google searches. You know, if you put that in like that, you get those results. If you put it in like this, then look who comes up number 1, huh? So that is a phrase match search. It's going to find the exact phrase in some websites, which of course the best site for this particular topic is professionalbarberclippers.com. Of course it is. Whereas this one is a broad search, so it's going to find stuff kind of related to it. So yeah, anyway, yeah, don't copy me. I've been using speech marks, but it doesn't seem to affect the results too much. Okay, so here's one of your articles. It's too short. It is too short, and it needs an image, and yeah, just needs to be a bit better. Thanks for submitting your site though. Anyway, I think your niche is maybe too broad, and I think the domain name, you know, is versatile. You could use it for anything. But I think you just need to think, okay, I'm going to do kids stuff. You know, what particular niche within that particular market section am I going to choose? Remember you were saying you've got a blurred screen. I don't know why that is. Check your quality settings. That little cog down the bottom in YouTube, it might have turned you down to like 144p or 360p. Turn it up to HD again. It might be my bandwidth here, but I'm looking on my other computer and it's not blurred for me. So just check your quality. Yeah, that's a nice pick, Mika says. So I'm going to finish on one more site, and then I'm going to quickly go through some of the chat that I've missed. This one is MountVictoryOilCompany.com, and it was sent in by Mount Victory Oil Company. I don't know your real name. As I said, I'm not going to be able to get to any of the sites in the chat tonight, so if you do want me to review your stuff for next week, then just email me, eagle@wpeagle.com. Now, it seems to be about cars. Yeah, it's about cars. Man cave stuff, music for road tripping. It's quite a broad niche, possibly. But I get the idea. You're into cars and stuff, and that's cool. And I think you can create some really good content around this. Like road trip music, that kind of stuff. Let's have a look in the blog. Let me just check what theme is this. Globe. Not a theme I'm familiar with, but it looks nice. Your content looks interesting. I mean, it's the kind of content that I would click on if I saw it on Facebook. It's got nice, catchy titles. So, Millennials Take on Hot Rods. That sounds interesting. It's slightly too short. But again, it's the same story. I think you need to do some research. So, you know, best music. Now let's go for specific. Best jazz music for road trip. I mean, maybe jazz is not the best for a road trip. Don't know what I'm talking about. It's going to have to be rock, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, you could do an article on that. I mean, but you want to do your keyword research. It could be road trip music, 170 a month. That's okay. Road trip beer pong. What is that? Music, and then maybe we could do more for road trip music for lovers. Yeah. Yeah, you get the idea. You need to do some more research. Right, anyway, that is enough of the sites. I think I managed to get through pretty much all of the sites that were sent in to me before the stream. I've not managed to get to any of the ones in the chat, but I will scout through the chat after this stream and also go through my email the last hour or so, and I will create a new list ready for next week. But now I'm going to come back to you guys. I see there's a question there from Louise. What do you use to see which theme is being used? It is this extension here. It is called the WordPress Theme and Plugins Detector, and you can install it over at the Chrome extension place, you know, where you get your plugin extensions from. Do a search for WordPress Theme Detector, whatever, you'll find it. You'll be fine. Okay, and I'm back. Did you enjoy that? I enjoyed that. I think it's really interesting to look at other people's sites, get some ideas and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to just quickly scroll back through the chat. I'm going to have to skim through quite quickly. But if you've enjoyed tonight's stream, I'm going to say that now. If you enjoyed it, do click the like button below. Really helps me out. We've had a good number of you on tonight. The peak was 66, which is good, very good indeed. So thank you all for joining me. I've enjoyed it. Okay, let me just put my my text back up as well. There we go. Oop. Sorry, Mike. Okay. So, Stephanie says it's her favourite hour of the week. Stephanie, you need to get out more. But thank you. That's very kind of you to say so. Scott, did I look at your site tonight? Don't think I did, but if you have emailed me, I'll do it next week. Just scrolling down. Hello, Dally. I didn't see you come in. Yeah, so tomorrow I've got a video going up. It's how to move your site. It's Gaz's site. We moved it off HostGator to SiteGround. Did see a little bit of performance increase, but I think there's other stuff to be done on that site to get it going faster. I don't think it was entirely HostGator's fault, because I've got a number of sites on HostGator and they're fine. But as you know, I have recently just reviewed a lot of different hosting companies, and SiteGround did come out number one. But A2 Hosting were also very good, and having a VPS server was even better. Gaz says he's looking forward to the introductory CSS video. Yes, I need to get around to do that. Certainly that would be useful. I am still alive. It was the lava lamp. It was going to fall. It's too near the edge of the desk there. And they get hot. David, are you still here? David Ellis. You say you're trying to hide the page titles. I think you might need to do a little bit of CSS, because I see you're running storefront. I don't think there is an option on that. Email me your question, and yeah, I'll see what I can do. Okay, I'm just still scrolling. I had a lot of products, not sure how to sell them. Start to write a blog. Okay, Edgar, he answered. He did say that he is a barber. He's going to email me his how much money he's making in his traffic, and I'll ask him if I can share it. I mean, that's understandable if he doesn't want me to share it. But he's a barber, so yeah, he's chosen a niche that he is, into, and that he can talk about, and it's going to be easy for him to create content. Love that site. He says that is common practice to pop up email. It is common to have pop-ups, but I just think if you adjust the timing and stuff, you will give your visitors a better experience. I find it really off-putting when I hit a site and like within a second or two I get a pop-up in my face. I'm not ready to join your mailing list. If I've read one of your articles and I think this site is good, they know what they're talking about, then show me a pop-up, and then I might put my email address in. But hitting people as soon as they land the site, they don't know anything about you, so to ask for their email address, it's like someone coming to my house and ringing the doorbell, and I open the door and they go, give me your email address. No, I don't know who you are. I don't know if I like you. I don't know, whatever. You get the idea. So the tool I was using to do the keyword research was Keywords Everywhere. Again, you need to check out that keywords golden ratio playlist on the channel. Watch all 10 videos. It'd be really useful and really help you guys out, I think. Someone else again, Wahab, asked about the extension I'm using for Find WordPress Themes. It's just the WordPress theme detector for Chrome. I think I've answered most of these. I think so. So hopefully I'm not blurry anymore. R7 says he's not going to be adding many ads or affiliate links right now on his WOC site. He's going to keep adding lots of content. Then when he gets some good traffic, then he'll start monetizing by adding links, which is a good way to do it. It's probably best not to think about monetization straight off the bat when you launch a site. You want to focus on content and getting traffic, because you can't monetize anything if you haven't got any traffic. So if you haven't got any content. So that is good advice there from R7. Focus on the content, get the content on the site, get the site looking good, get the site working well, nice and fast, lots of good content, just everything in the right places. And then you'll start to get some traffic, and then you can start thinking about monetizing. Now, of course, it's fine to add some Wu-Zone products, that's fine, but don't start adding AdSense ads all over the shop and fill your content full of affiliate links. Wait until you get some traffic. I like cruise ships says, any chance you can catch us up on your earnings from sites? Yeah, I'm going to do that in a few weeks, I think. Boot Boutique is still earning really well. Bow Wow Tech is still struggling to get off the ground, though I have been adding more content to it, so I'm going to keep working on it. I'm not giving up just yet. I think maybe the niche is too broad. You know, I keep having a go at people that do pets and dogs, and what did I do? Pets and dogs. So, although I've done some good keyword research, and I think I have found some areas that I can rank. So we'll see. I'm going to keep working on it. But yeah, I'll do an earnings update very soon. David says he didn't realize I was working off a list. Sorry, yeah, you need to be on my Facebook and my Twitter. If you're not, go do that now. Go to Facebook, do a search for WordPress Eagle. You'll find me. Like the page. Go to Twitter, do a search for WordPress Eagle. You'll find me. Follow me. And then when I'm doing these sort of things, I do send out a bit of warning, at least a day or so before, and ask people for their sites. So, and also join the mailing list. I send out an email as well asking for sites. You can join the mailing list over at wpeagle.com. There'll be a little pop-up, or if you go to any post, scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that there's a box there. Pop your email in, and then you won't miss out. And yeah, I think that's about it. Gaz says his site seems turbocharged since moving it. That's great news. That video is coming up tomorrow. I just need to do some editing. That was a bit of a pain, to be fair. I had a bit of a nightmare with that one, but hey, moving sites can be a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, Helen SiteGround is being recommended. Another friend has suggested transfer to them because they're Black Friday. Yeah, by all means do transfer to SiteGround. I've got a video on doing that coming out tomorrow. Be sure to follow my affiliate links as well if you could. That'd be really helpful. Anthony says, did you mention what kind of camera you're using for your live streaming? No, I'm using just the Logitech Brio, that is. Just a normal webcam, nothing exciting. Louise Graves says, if we collect emails on a pop-up, how does GDPR affect us? You just need to follow GDPR and make sure that it's very clear what you're going to be sending people. And I think you need a tick box. If you use something like MailChimp, you'll be fine for GDPR. In fact, don't worry too much about GDPR. You know, there's big companies like Google and Facebook that don't even take GDPR sensibly. They're not even getting fined, so don't worry about it too much. But yeah, just be clear that, you know, people are opting into your newsletter. You're going to be sending them stuff. Create a privacy policy and a terms and condition and a cookie consent policy as well. Videos on the channel, how you can create all those things really easily using a great service that will make sure that it's all legal, all legit, all that kind of stuff. Olivia says, any thought about the Suki WP theme? I'm not familiar with that one. I can't pronounce your name. Panagiotis. He says, I think one site should have a GDPR pop-up. Yeah, you should. You have a cookie consent thing, whatever. Again, I've got videos on that. And also HTTPS. Yes, you should install an SSL certificate. Most hosts give you one for free. HostGator do, SiteGround do. Pretty much all of the hosting that I reviewed did. So install it. And if you need help, ask your host. I'll do a video on it soon. But it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, definitely get your SSL installed. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you all for your sites. I'm going to make a list, a fresh list right now. I'm going to go through my emails in a moment. I'm going to go through this chat before it disappears, and I'll make a note of all of the URLs and things that you've popped in the chat, and yeah, we'll have a look at them next week. So it'll be same time next week, Wednesday, 8:30 UK time. I'm going to be uploading a video tomorrow, as I said, all around moving your WordPress site, and I'm also going to be doing another video, hopefully this week, all being well. I'll upload that probably Friday, which will show you how to update things in bulk on your site. They're not exciting videos, I know they're not, but they're, you know, what people are asking for. In terms of other stuff I've got in the pipeline, which I think I mentioned last week, I might be offering hosting soon our VPS hosting, so I'll keep you informed on that. In fact, you can, if you're interested, go over to wpgore.com and you'll see a page on that. And I'm also possibly going to be offering content services, but again, that's all kind of work in progress, so we'll see. In terms of long videos that I'm going to be doing soon, I'm going to do another one on Rehub. I've got a great niche in mind for that one, and yeah, obviously if you need any other videos, I know that you're after some CSS videos, so I'm going to do those as well. But yeah, if you want to let me know what kind of videos you want, then leave a comment and I'll do my best to try and read them all. Thanks, Louise. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And she says, do you rank better or not considered a typical affiliate heavy site since the product is stored within your WooZone site when Google look at content on your site? I don't think that's why you need content. I think when Google sees a WooZone site, especially when the cart's enabled, it just sees it as an e-commerce site. It doesn't see it as an affiliate site, although I'm not 100% on that. But, you know, I've got sites like Boot Boutique and that rank fine with WooZone, so it can't have too much of a negative effect. I'm glad you all enjoyed it tonight. If you did, do leave me a like. It does help me out. And, yeah, I'm going to go. And I'll see you next week. Until next time, good luck with your sites. And, yeah, have a good weekend. Bye for now. Now, I'm not going to press the button right away because last time it cut me off. It's probably going to cut me off.